friends, welcome to Play It Meow. My name is Stephanie, and today we're going to play Overboard. Villenzies depart for America. Former starlet Veronica Villenzy set sail today for New York, accompanied by husband Malcolm. The pair, once dubbed a charmed couple, are now rumored to be in dire financial straits after a string of poor investments. Here's to more luck in America, lovebirds.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I. I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them. So I grabbed him by the belt. And I threw him overboard.
Malcolm, darling, I had the strangest dream. Malcolm? Oh, he's gone, really gone. Marvelous. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Villenzy. But is everything all right? What should I say? Who's there? Steward, ma'am. What do you want? Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. and breakfast is still being served, ma'am, but only until 9 o'clock. I've overslept. Manly, thank you, steward. Thank you. Very good, ma'am. All right, Veronica, be calm. Act natural. Maybe no one saw anything. Look around the cabin. The bathroom. I catch a glimpse of my reflection in the mirror as I slip into the bathroom and look quickly away. There's a bottle of tablets by the little sink. Fix my face. One of my earrings is missing! Oh no! One of my diamond earrings. Oh! Pocket the other one. I slip the earring free and put it in my pocket. The tablets. Sleeping tablets, strong ones. Ah, Veronica's little helpers. It's a wonder I woke up at all. Read the label. For the treatment of severe insomnia as a result of mental distress. Side effects: drowsiness, short-term memory loss, irritability, aggressive outbursts, increased libido. You're a full house, Veronica, or rather, a royal flush. Pocket them. I hurry back out into the cabin. I've got a bottle of strong sleeping pills. Huzzah! The bed. The bed! I fell asleep on the chaise last night. So no one slept in the bed. Scrumple the sheets? The maid will know no one slept here unless... There, that's better. Stretch out? I've rumpled up my bed. I can't help stretching out, enjoying my new kingdom. All mine. Get up. But there's no time for this. The desk. There's a cast iron paperweight in the shape of a dolphin on the desk. What an ugly thing. Nose, but I hate dolphins. Look at the paperweight. Beautifully made, but completely inaccurate. Dolphins have lots more teeth. Like little daggers. Oh no. Pick it up. This is horribly heavy. It's like they don't want anyone to steal it. But who would steal this horrible thing? Steal it anyway! I could probably fit it in my case, though, if I throw away some of Malcolm's clothes. No, don't do that. I spend a happy 5 minutes stuffing blazers, jackets, trousers out of the porthole. The wind whips them away like little flags. And now the dolphin. There. Oh no. A little memento. The porthole? I stole the milk. The porthole is open. Toss something overboard? Keep them. Look out across the water. Nothing but endless sea. A few floating shirts. No sign of America yet, unless it's on the other side of the boat. Is that how boats work? Enjoy the shades for a while. I lie back and listen to the sound of the waves through the porthole. I can almost taste the quiet in the cabin. No Malcolm lurching and farting around the room. No muttering, no cursing under his breath. No pitiful attempts at intimacy. Blissful quiet. Move on. Where should Veronica go next? Where should Veronica go next? Overboard. I'm not ready to give up yet, am I? Okay, so the whole premise of this game is that we are the perpetrators. We have killed our husbands and our husbands. We have killed our husband, and now we have to, I guess, hide it and act like nothing's happened and maybe throw suspicion on someone else. So this is all very exciting. They ring this bell when someone goes overboard. Oh my. He asks for guidance from a higher power. Forward cabins. Cabins. The restaurant. Yes, we've missed breakfast. Well, we can still go. I can be there at 9:44. Oh, wow. We didn't even advance this time. The restaurant is empty. I know. Forgive me, ma'am. Will your husband not be joining, ma'am? He has gone to the smoking room, perhaps? I'm not sure where he is. He has gone for a walk? I have not seen him, ma'am. Have a cheese scone! Alright, so the steward thinks Malcolm is up on deck. Alright, we haven't lied yet about where he is, so it'd be easy to not get tripped up. They are hardly fresh, but they're hot and buttered. Nibble some biscuits. I nibble a chocolate bourbon, taking care not to get crumbs on my dress. Move on. The pineapple looks like it was cut last week. Yeah, I'm not interested. Leave. Alright. Oh my. Quiet room where the men play cards. Aft cabins, forward cabins, the bridge, chapel. We can go here, maybe? The aft cabins belonging to Semandar Major Singh and Clarissa Turpentine. Go! That's so loud. The aft cabins belong to the Major and to Miss Clarissa Turpentine. There's sobbing coming from a nearby cabin. Must be Clarissa. Clarissa's door. Listen. Be sneaky. I put my ear to the keyhole. Sobbing, sobbing. More sobbing. Ripping something up? More sobbing. She's in there all right then. Knock on Clarissa's door? Clarissa, you're in there? Go away! What should we do? Clarissa, let me in? Oh! I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him? I know. She's in tears over her husband? Have you seen Malcolm? Let's just act like we don't know what she's talking about. Where is he? You don't know? You really don't know? We can't talk like this. Open the door. I'd rather stick a knife in my heart than talk to you. You killed him, Veronica. You killed him. That's a lie. Well, let me in? No. Go away. Leave me alone, you monster. You harpy. How can she know? How much did she see? Knock again? Clarissa? Go away! Meet me on the upper deck. Why? So I can push you over too. It's important. Trust me. I hate you. Oh no. Duck out of sight, maybe. A few minutes pass by. Then Clarissa steps out and hurries up the passageway. She's gone. Try the door. The door's locked. Let's go up on the upper deck then. Clarissa should be waiting for me by the rail. Go. Let's push her too. What did she see? What did she know? I make my way to the upper deck, but not quickly enough. And there she is. Well, you wanted to talk to me. Out with it! Nearby, Carstairs is leaning over the rail. It's quite possible he's listening. I can see you're upset. Need to get some more sleep and try to calm down. Don't patronize me! I saw him fall, Veronica, last night. It was horrible. I was in my bunk just writing something, and I looked up, and he shot past the porthole in front of me. You're sure it was him? I wasn't sure until I saw your face this morning. You can't have seen him. It was dark outside. The glass would have reflected your cabin. I know what I saw. Is that your porthole down there? Was it where he was standing? Or was this where he was standing? Maybe, I'm not sure. She leans out to see. I can see Carstairs watching us curiously. You could join him! No, that isn't your porthole. Or is it your cabin, maybe? Is it your cabin? Maybe, I'm not sure. Lean a bit further and check! No, I don't think it is. It has to be. I saw him. I did see him. Let's go with you imagined it. That's all. If I imagined it, then where is he? You killed him. I want everyone to know what you are. You think I killed him? I know you did. He wouldn't have done it except for you. You didn't love him. Why didn't you let him go? Oh, Clarissa thinks Malcolm killed himself. Oh, he would have left you too. He was that kind of man. No, he wouldn't. He loved me. He loved me. I've heard enough. Go away, Clarissa. Go back to your cabin and cry. Oh, you're a monster. A cold-blooded monster. I hate you. Wait, I see dolphins. He wasn't worth it, you know. All this. He was a pitiful excuse for a man. Just stop talking to me, please. And with that, Clarissa runs away, sobbing out her little heart. Ah, Mrs. Villinsey. I'm Mr. Carstairs, the young Englishman. Fine day, what? Good afternoon. Taking the air? Fancy a stroll? Sounds splendid. Here, take my arm. I take his arm and lead him firmly away from where my earring lies, winking on the deck. Well now, what shall we talk about? My earring must have slipped out when Malcolm went overboard. Let's see. Will there be another war? Has to be. That man in Germany, he can't be allowed to carry on. It just can't be allowed. I just don't know how long we have to wait before we do something. Will you fight? Me? Oh, goodness me, no. I wouldn't know which end of a gun was the loud one. Where's your husband this afternoon, Mrs. Villinsey? I haven't seen him. Well, that's a dashed nuisance. Oh, he's looking for my husband. I deposit Mr. Carstairs at the top of the stairs, and I returned to retrieve my earring. The rail. I lean out over the rail and stare down into the water below. Mrs. Villinsey! It's Anders on his way up to the bridge. Admiring the view. I am now. Ooh, ah! Counting the hours. Mr. Anders. Ma'am, I'm going up to the bridge now. Got to take the wheel. You should come up if you want a view. You can see all across the deck from up there. It seems Anders can see the upper deck from the bridge. Should we say I don't like heights? Or maybe is that so? Absolutely. Do you know I was on watch last night? Uh-oh. Let's act like we don't know what he's talking about. Oh, yes? That's right. It was a quiet night, light breeze, no fog, relatively good visibility. Mr. Anders, my friend. I feel I've known you a long time. We're old souls, Mrs. Villenzy. That must be it. Must be. Good day to you, Mrs. Villenzy. Ooh. You're long gone now, Malcolm. Do we have 2 earrings? A pair. We have a pair now. And the sleeping tablets. You're long gone now, Malcolm. I'm not missing you yet. From somewhere below, I can hear Clarissa sobbing. Is Clarissa's cabin below the upper rail? Wait by the rail? 25 minutes idled by. Oh, well, I don't want to just stand here. Move on. Let's move on. Should we talk to the major, maybe? Should we look over here? All right, let's try to talk to the major. Well, oh, Carstairs is down there. All right, let's talk to the major. Let's meet all the people first. The major's door. Knock on the major's door? Hello? No answer. Try the major's door? Locked. The major's too careful to leave his door open. Clarissa's door? Step away. Leave. Alright. Where are we gonna find... Will we find the major in the smoking room, I wonder? Let's try that. Smoking room. The smoking room is a stuffy place. Whoops! I auto-advanced that. Well, it's a stuffy place, and that's all we need to know. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous walrus mustache. Carstairs is here, too, quietly smoking. Good day to you, Mrs. Villenzy. He salutes. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe we've had the pleasure. The name's Subedar Major Sarbit Singh of the 14th 6th? Retired, obviously. At your service. Veronica Villenzy. Oh, I know who you are. Chaps talk about their wives. Not very complimentary, I'm afraid. That's rather rude, I'm afraid. What did he say? I fear I may prove rather more discreet than your husband was. My apologies. Make conversation. Malcolm plays cards with you? Major, please. And that's right. And with Mr. Carstairs here. But between you and me, Mem Sahib, he's really not very good at it. You must find him a new hobby. I'll bear that in mind. The major harumphs under his mustache. I'm just gonna keep acting like Malcolm's still alive. But let's ask him this first. What's in America for you, Major? My old friend, Pitts. We fought together, Egypt, 20 years ago. He's only got one eye. I'm afraid he's quite a monster. A cyclops? What happened to his other eye? One shouldn't ask a soldier a question like that. The answer is almost always terribly boring. What about you? What takes you across the ocean? A change of scenery? That's all. England can be so drab. Then I wish you every success, Mem Sahib. They say the wide open spaces of America are truly wide. It sounds wonderful. A bit of space never hurt anyone. Have you seen Malcolm? Not today, I think. If you see him... Yes? Tell him I'm looking for him. Very good. Ooh. Well, he seems like he doesn't want to say what he thinks about this person, but I'm still going to ask, what do you think of my husband? Brutal honesty of the brutalist. Yes, well, hard to say a good word about such a man. Okay, stop talking. Very good, then. Yes, ma'am. Have either of you spoken to Lady H this fine morning? The Major has heard a rumor from Lady Armstrong. Why? She has a nose for information, that woman, and she had a most interesting theory to share with me when I saw her just now. She's usually drunk. A theory? What kind of theory? Lady Armstrong told me this morning that she is quite certain, quite convinced, in fact, that the boat is sinking. I'm going to find a life jacket. No. Sinking? Surely not. Sinking, yes. She told me she's quite sure she heard something fall off the boat. She assumes it was part of the hull, I suppose. You seem incredibly calm about this. You may consider me to be a skeptic, yes. I have yet to observe any alarm amongst the senior officers, but who knows? But perhaps they are covering it up? What do you think? What's the name of this boat? Is it the Titanic? Have we seen any icebergs? I'm going to ask Anders. He was some member of the crew. Good idea. He'd know. Sensible chap. Leave. I'll be going now. Ooh, Lady H and Mr. Carstairs. Let's talk to Lady H. I do not think the horn is necessary. The forward cabins are occupied by Carstairs on one side and Lady H on the other side. Oh, I yawned, pardon me. Anders appears from around a corner. There you are. We're needed in the restaurant now. Why? Please, I don't want to drag you, but it will look very suspicious if you don't come. Excuse me? No. In the restaurant, Lady H. Carstairs and the Major are soon gathered. Clarissa Turpentine is standing apart, still sniffling. Anders walks me in and steps to one side. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It is most unusual, but I believe something unusual has indeed occurred. Mrs. Villanzy, Malcolm Villanzy isn't with you? Veronica killed him with her neglect! Didn't you, Veronica? He's missing since last night? I'm worried sick. That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night, he fell past my window as I looked out. She told me, should we go with it? Should we go with the whole suicide thing? Or, no! Please, Miss Turpentine. You say you saw him falling past your window. He reached out to me like a ghost. This is absurd. Love is absurd, Veronica. If you weren't so heartless, you'd know. And I loved him. There, I said it. You know, of course one doesn't like to gossip, but Malcolm Villanzy was on the upper deck last night, and he might have been up there with Miss Turpentine. They have very similar figures, our two women. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? Should we throw her under the bus? Yeah, I'm throwing her under the bus. Must have been Clarissa. Taking a moonlit stroll with my husband. No, I was in my cabin waiting. Malcolm was going to visit me. I gave him my key, but he never came because he threw himself overboard. Or maybe you two met on deck. And you threw him into the sea. I didn't. I'm not like you. Unless he... Oh, you were in floods of tears this morning. A guilty conscience, perhaps? No, you mustn't believe her. Think hard now. Was it Miss Turpentine you saw on deck last night, Lady Armstrong? It could well have been Clarissa that I saw. And this is terribly ghoulish, but I heard Mr. Villanzy going overboard. I heard the splash. Didn't realize what it was then, but now, well... I know what you're doing, Veronica. I know. I can't bear it. There, there, my dear. It'll be over soon. The fact is, Mr. Villenzy is missing. The evidence we have is all circumstantial. Nothing to justify our firing squad, as my old field marshal used to say. Maybe Clarissa was on deck with Malcolm? The poor girl was in love with him, yes. She invited him to her cabin, but he never came. An affair or infantile infatuation. It does not follow that she killed him. It's my belief that Malcolm Villenzy committed suicide by drowning. Do you really think? Don't believe her. You mustn't. She's a snake. You're the one who said he committed suicide in the first place, lady. I swear it. She was up there with him. She pushed him into the sea rather than let me take him. Uh-oh. Malcolm used to, Clarissa. One last fling before the end. You see how cold she is? She's a killer. You can see it in her eyes. Mrs. Villenzy? What? You can't believe that. It's clear this pretty girl was having an affair with your husband. I must ask you, Mrs. Villenzy, did you kill your husband? Yup. No. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. So what happened? Carstairs did it! I love it. You just throw stuff out in left field. He must have jumped. A rich newlywed man in his prime just threw himself into the sea. He had emotional problems. I didn't know when I married him, but it soon became obvious. He drank. He flirted. He threw himself overboard rather than face the future. And he left me alone. You poor creature. I believe you. My sympathies for your loss, Mrs. Villenzy. Allow me to walk you to your cabin, Mrs. Villenzy. Thank you, Commander. This way, please. Oh my. Oh, we're off the boat already? Bar of the Hotel Partington? You got out of it. I didn't think you'd get out of it. What? I escaped with a nice commander on my arm. I panicked, I think. I forgive you, my dear. Only next time, please remember, suicides don't pay out life insurance. So we're just going to have to try the whole thing again. You're kidding! It's always the fine print, isn't it just? To your next stroll, my dear.
Oh, bugger.
What? Starlet Veronica Villenzy was widowed at sea when husband Malcolm threw himself overboard. Police are linking the death to a series of gambling debts accrued by Mr. Villenzy. Mrs. Villenzy is left penniless in America, but has already been seen in the company of a new man, Commander Andrews of the British Navy. Watch out, sir, there might be storms ahead. I got freedom, but I did not get the life insurance. Oh, man! So that was just one finish. So we finished the game already. And now, all right. So now let's try it again. Let's see. Now that we kind of know some of the stuff. So we have to pin it on somebody so that we can get the life insurance. And we have to not get accused of the murder. So, okay. Oh, is this a different? Sharks in the water. Business in Malcolm Villenzy is said to be in hot water as debtors begin to circle. Mr. Villenzy is rumored to have lost thousands in a string of poor investments, and big donations to Mosley's fascists haven't helped. Oh, no. And then there was the curious fire that destroyed the estate that the insurers would not pay. Look out, Mr. Villenzy. Your wife didn't marry you for your looks. Close friends say wife Veronica's absolutely kettle-steaming furious.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them. So I grabbed him by the belt. And I threw him overboard.
Oh, cool. All right. So now we start this over again, and we have, like, information from last time. Sorry, I missed it. Quick game. It was a really quick game. We're going to play it again. Apparently, it's one of those that, like, you play it the first time, and you don't get it right. So now you, like, play it again to hopefully get the things right. So I will need help. So we need to keep that old woman quiet. Alright. Use this button to autoplay using previous choices. Choices in green are the ones you took before. Well, I don't want to do what I did before. Come in? No. Don't come in. Come in or don't come in. What is this stuff? Let's be weird this time. Let's just do, like, weird stuff. Come in. Thank you, ma'am. Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4. Your husband is up already, is he? Of course! Last chance for some fresh sea air. Very wise, I'm sure. Breakfast is still being served, ma'am. Thank you. Very good, ma'am. All right, Veronica. 8 hours, then you're free. What do we do? We gotta get moving. Oh, time's going. Get moving. Get moving. There's no more time to lose. The restaurant. Act normal, Veronica, and go to breakfast. Go. I make my way to the restaurant. Like it's a perfectly normal morning. Rewind to the beginning of this scene. Oh, cool. Oh. Lady Honoria Armstrong clips past on her way out. Oh, Veronica dear, are you quite well? You look awful. So do you. Well, really? With that, she strides away. The restaurant is about half full. I'll sit with Clarissa? It's a 20-something from Connecticut or some such place with moon eyes traveling alone. Malcolm found her riveting. I find her to be a wet cloth and a bucket of milk. Let's sit with Clarissa. Good morning, Miss Clarissa. May I join you? Oh my gosh. You're a ghoul, aren't you? Better than what you are. I know what you did to him. Have some bacon, dear. How can you eat at a time like this? Don't tell me you don't know. Have you seen my husband? Have I? Just then, First Officer Anders strides over to the table, all smiles. Ladies. Miss Turpentine, are you quite well? No, I'm not, and it's her fault. She runs, weeping from the room. Now what's wrong with the young lady, I wonder? She's so young. Flighty and emotional. You were never like that, of course, Mrs. Villancy. Still waters run deep, Mr. Anders. So I've heard. Good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. Good day, Commander. You must come up and see me on the bridge later. Tremendous view from up there, you know. You see all sorts of things. Good day. The first officer replaces his hat on his head and strides manfully away. I didn't know manfully was an adjective. I finish my breakfast in silence. Continue. All right. Clarissa was crying. Does she know something? Let's go to the bridge. We didn't go to the bridge last time. To reach the bridge, you climb a metal ladder from the upper deck. It's a terrible idea. The bridge is manned by some off-duty watch officer I don't recognize. Anders climbs up the ladder behind me. Ahoy there! Excuse me, Mrs. Villancy, but it's my ship at the helm. Can I join you? It's cold out here. Please do. The bridge isn't empty. There are a few duty officers about. And how are you faring this morning, Mrs. Villancy? Well enough. Have you been up here before? Never, I think. I do enjoy watching people while I pilot. The upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? See, there's Carstairs taking a stroll, calculating his winnings. He's a ferocious card player, you know. Do you know I was on watch here last night? I didn't know that. No reason you should have. It was a quiet night. Light breeze, no fog. Relatively good visibility. I should be going. No, wait. There's something I saw I wanted to tell you about. You and your husband like to take the air at night. But did you know you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. That's very interesting. I thought you'd be intrigued. Only Mrs. V. Watch out for that old lady. She's got claws. Now, Mrs. Villanzy, I should perhaps return to my duties. Thank you for showing me the bridge, Mr. Anders. Perhaps you could show me more later. Meow. I would like that very much, Mrs. Villanzy. I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. At about 1:30, I could be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in? Bring your hat. I like your hat. Of course, ma'am. Until then, good day, Mrs. Villanzy. Mr. Commander Anders creases behind me to reach the door that goes inside. Oh my gosh. The key on the bridge is a passkey! He hangs his passkey tied with a red ribbon on a little hook. Can I take it? The upper deck. You can see the rail clearly. I can see Carstairs' hands in his pocket strolling down the deck. Go back down. Did I get the passkey? I want to get the passkey. I want to get his passkey. I want to get your passkey, bro. I want to sneak into the rooms and plant evidence against somebody else. I don't know if anybody heard that because that honk was so loud. The passkey is still hanging on the hook in the bridge. Wave to Anders. Commander! But he just waves me away. I want the key. How do I... You need to make a choice. My choice is I want to get the key. Watch the waves? The water seems to turn around us but never really move. We could be standing still or falling. There's no way to know for sure. Somewhere hundreds of miles away across the water is Britain. Miserable little Britain with its hunger marches. Its children with tuberculosis. Its grown men begging to be turned into dogs of the state. I had crawled up and out of it. No, I would never go back. I shake myself away from the endless view. Right now, Lady H is leaning over the stern rail. Go back down. I guess I need to go down. Maybe I need to go down and grab the key when he's not there? Is that Lady H? It was dark when I pushed him. Did I leave a trace? Go! Okay, I dropped... Where's my little checklist here? Is the ship releasing in? Can I get into Clarissa's cabin? Can I silence Clarissa? Okay, I clambered down to the upper deck. I'm standing by the rail as Lady H swans by. Oh, she's mad because I insulted her. She breezes past me without another word. The deck. Nothing here. No evidence that anything happened. The rail? Where's my earring? I lean out over the rail and stare down into the water below. Jump overboard. New York is in sight. I wonder if they'll realize he's gone before we land. From somewhere below, I can hear Clarissa sobbing. Is Clarissa's cabin below the upper rail? Go below. Let's see. Chapel. Man, maybe I shouldn't have been mean to her. Oh well. Forward cabins? Where should we go? Should I go in my room and grab the sleeping pills? Maybe I can sneak some sleeping pills into somebody's something. So loud. Oh, Mrs. Villanzy. I've almost finished here, but I'll just be going now, ma'am. Is my husband here? I haven't seen him since I left the cabin. I found his jacket outside the door, ma'am. I hung it on the chair there. Goodbye, ma'am. I fall into my chaise, exhausted. The bathroom. I catch a glimpse of my reflection. Not as sharp as I'd like, perhaps, but it'll do. There's a bottle of tablets by the little sink. The tablets. Sleeping tablets, strong ones. Veronica's little helpers. Yes, yes, yes. Pocket them. The mirror. Is this where I notice one of the earrings is missing? Yes. Pocket the other one. Yep, we already did this part. Okay, move Malcolm's jacket. We didn't do this. It's hung over the back of the chair by the desk. Look in jacket pockets. What have you got in here? Wallet, cabin key, no incriminating notes. Take his wallet? From the pocket of the jacket, 400 pounds. That's all our traveling money. Take the key. I take the key from Malcolm's pocket. That's it. Ooh, maybe it's not the key, right? Maybe it's not the key to his cabin. It's to Clarissa's cabin! Try Malcolm's key in the cabin door. Let's see now. The key from your pocket, Malcolm. Does it turn? No! So whose cabin does it open, I wonder? The desk. That wasn't an option. Oh, yeah, it was. It was the weird dolphin on the desk. I hate dolphins. Something else. Leave. Okay. To Clarissa's cabin. Go! We're gonna break in their cabin. And we're gonna shove her out the porthole? I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. The aft cabins belong to the Major and to Clarissa Turpentine. They're sobbing coming from a nearby cabin. Clarissa's door. Listen. I put my ear to the keyhole. Sobbing, sobbing, more sobbing. Yes, yes, ripping, sobbing, yes. Can we just, like, use the key on her door? Or something? Ooh, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, you're going to want to talk to me. Are you threatening me? No, Veronica, please. Just go away and never come back. You broke his heart. You, oh my. Clarissa, that's enough. You're embarrassing both of us. You're heartless, absolutely heartless. No wonder he did what he did. What did Malk do, Clarissa? Please tell me. Go away. He didn't sing to you, did he? He was always trying to serenade people. It was appalling. It isn't funny, Veronica. Not everyone is as ice cold as you. We need to talk woman to woman. I don't want to talk to you. You killed him, Veronica. You killed him. Let's talk on deck. Not here. Not like this. I'll wait for you there. I don't want to talk to you. Please, Clarissa. Leave your room so I can plant evidence. She collapses into floods of tears again. Enough to spoil her bedsheets. How can she know? How much did she see? Duck out of sight. I duck behind a potted plant. A few minutes passes by. Clarissa steps out. She hurries up the passageway. She's gone. Open her door. Try the key from Malcolm's jacket. I wonder, did that hussy give you a key, dearest? Why, she did. I slip inside and close the door behind me. Ha ha! The desk. Her desk is scattered with handwritten sheets. Read one. So she writes, does she? Oh, dear Lord! Poetry! She's rhymed Malcolm with falcon. He hardly flew, dear. He more sort of fell. Oh my gosh. Read another. What shall I do with the drunken sailor? Tear off his clothes and make him work for his tailor. No. This one. For he I'd commit the most terrible crimes. For the lingering taste of his kisses sublimes. And the inks run from a teardrop. Look somewhere else. The nightstand. Her nightstand holds a glass of water, a book, and an eye mask. The book. What are you reading, Clarissa? Oh! The Greater Britain by Oswald Mosley. Oh, Clarissa's been reading one of Malcolm's small-minded little books. One of Malcolm's nasty little books. Nasty hobbitses. Small thoughts for small minds. Ooh, pocket it? Leave it here, maybe. I'll be quite happy not to see any of his miserable volumes again. Leave Malcolm's wallet here. There, a nice little touch, I think. Look somewhere else. Drop an earring. I dropped my earring in the middle of the floor. There, locked. Leave. Ha-ha! Alright. Oh, now we got two people up here. What about... where should we go next? Where should we go? To the restaurant? The smoking room? I don't think we ever got to see anything in the forward cabins last time. Let's go there. The forward cabins are I can't talk. Alright, Lady H's door. Armstrong has a cabin more or less to herself on a separate corridor of the ship. Presumably no one sees her rolling back drunk to her room. Well, she's not there. Okay. Is the ship really sinking? Step away. Leave. Where is she? Now, I don't know if that's going to be a problem because she's mad at me, right? Because I was mean to her. Oh yeah, she is in there. Alright, let's go there. Let's see if we can talk to her. Lady H is sitting by herself at one of the tables. May I join you, Lady H? Absolutely not. Goodbye. With that, she storms out. Forgive me, ma'am. Still no sign of your husband, ma'am. He has gone to the smoking room, perhaps? I thought he might be here. I have not seen him, ma'am. Leave. Okay. Where do we go next? Maybe we could talk to Carstairs this time. Last time we talked to the Major. Okay, mustache. Carstairs is here too. Good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. He salutes. Been stuck aboard this tug. Da-da-da-da-da. Retired after service. Please, I need your help. Oh, yes? I've not seen my husband this morning. Is that so? Have you seen him? No, I have not. I know your husband, of course. Stop talking to the Major. Very good, then. Yes, ma'am. I was hoping to catch you, Mrs. Vinci. Are you looking for your diamond, by any chance? I found it on the upper deck this morning. Showed it to the Major here, and he jolly well diagnosed it. Diamond, highest caliber. Look, I'm afraid I only found the one, though. That's not my earring. Really? I mean, it looks like your earring. I was admiring them only last night. Do you remember? Oh! May I see? Of course. I don't know anything about it. We can keep it. I can't keep it, Veronica. It must be worth a small fortune. Come on now. I know it's yours. Let's not be silly. Man. I'll hold on to it. It's a cheap copy. Someone might be scammed by such a thing. Oh, I quite understand, Mrs. Villancy. Mum's the word. I won't tell a soul. Still, I'm very happy you two are back together. You and the earring, I mean. He knew it was my earring. I'll be going now. Drat, drat, drat. I should have gone upstairs. What's in the chapel? A small chapel is tucked into the very bottom of the boat. I fell to my knees and bow my head. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom, something something heaven. That's what you've got. This is schoolgirl stuff. What do you want? The cross talks back. I need some advice. You need my advice? You need a lot more than that, young lady. But go on. Spit it out. I already had a past. Well, I need a miracle. Well, you're not getting one. People like you don't deserve miracles. You made the spaghetti, you untangle it. Anything else, since you're here for once. So Clarissa's... Have you seen the things Clarissa wrote about my husband? Look at the state of this. I don't need to see it, Veronica. I don't really want to see it either. I know every word. Discuss literature with the highest authority. That's an achievement. It's excruciating. I'm not sure you really know what that word means. But I'm trying to ensure she doesn't publish anything if that helps. I think that's for the best. What a terrible day. You and I agree about something. What else? Don't hold back now. Is there any way to get the money? You miserable little witch. Just tell me. Sure, I'd love to be your accomplice. Just tell me, is it possible? You won't earn out life insurances unless the death's with an accident or a murder, so you'd better turn yourself in, except they won't pay out to murderer either. Go take a hike, I'm tired of you. The alms bowl. Are the doors intended for donations? The money goes to an orphanage for children of lost sailors. There must be at least 200 in it. Take the money! Oh my gosh. Put in 50 pounds. I dropped 50 pounds into the bowl. Pathetic. I heard out of the chapel. Oh my gosh. This game is so cute. Drat, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? This lady won't talk to me. Next time I need to be nice to her. Okay. And I also need to make sure that I get the earring really quickly from up there. throw Clarissa overboard. Maybe we can throw her overboard. 2 hours from... Okay, Clarissa's door. Use Malcolm's key. I stepped into Clarissa's room. She jumps to her feet and begins shoving poetry from her desk into a drawer. What are you doing? Get out, you monster! Get out! Now I've got you cornered. Eek! Where is Malcolm? What have you done with him? Me? I've not done anything. It was you. Clarissa thinks Malcolm went missing overnight. He's nowhere aboard. Don't you think I know? Show love poem? I want to show you something. I don't care what it is, Veronica. I've had enough of your tricks. Just leave me alone. Now get out. She shoves me with surprising force out of the door. Oh no! Drat! Man! Where can I go? Let me go back to my cabin, maybe? The porthole is open. Well, keep them. Leave. Alright. Can I go to Lady H, maybe? She won't talk to me anymore, and I want her to talk to me! Because I have a thing here about... talking about the boat sinking or whatever. Lady H? I think she's asleep. Anders appears from around a corner. There you are. We're needed in the restaurant now. Walk me there? Certainly, madam. Let me take your arm. Aw, man. I only have until 3. Okay. Senator still sniffling. Anders walks me and steps to one side. Thank you all for coming. Okay, at least something unusual has occurred. Mrs. Villenzy, there's still no sign of your husband. Tell them, Veronica. Tell them what you did. He's missing since last night. It's true, I think. The maid told me the bed it had not been slept in. You told me this morning he had gone for a little walk. I didn't say anything because I was ashamed. It's an awful thing to be betrayed. The point is, something has become of Mr. Villenzy. So what has happened? He's dead! Dead because of her! I saw him fall into the sea! Last night he fell past my window as I looked out! That's a horrible thing to say. It was a horrible thing to see! And you did it, Veronica! If he jumped, it was because of you? He jumped, it was because of you! Toying with him the way you did. You should be ashamed! You can't ignore our love. You can't imagine our love, Veronica. It was pure. There, I said it. Excuse me, I saw Mrs. Villenzy on deck with her husband last night. It must have been Clarissa. Taking a moonlit stroll with my husband. I'm sorry, Mrs. Villenzy, but I found your earring there just this morning. You said it wasn't yours, and I'm quite sure it was. You lied about it, in fact. Wait, there's more. And then I went below. There was a splash. What kind of splash? A heavy splash. I thought it was something falling off the boat until all of this. Mrs. Villenzy, you lied about not visiting the upper deck. Can you explain yourself? You'll never prove anything. There's no evidence. No one really saw anything. True enough. You're free to go, ma'am. We can't stop you. I must advise the captain that Malcolm Villenzy committed suicide last night. Wait a moment. Aren't you forgetting something? I don't think so, no. Not you, Major. Him. Me, Lady Armstrong? Stay silent. That's right, Commander. You were up on the bridge last night with your binoculars. You must have seen exactly what happened. Commander? Well, Major, I might have been intending to discuss the matter discreetly with the captain himself, but since you forced me into speaking publicly... it was dark on deck, surely. You can't have seen anything. The moon was quite bright, ma'am, quite bright enough to see the upper deck. I saw Mrs. Villenzy on deck last night, and I saw something fall off the ship. I knew it. I have a nose for these things. Say nothing. You really killed him. Oh, man. And I do it again. You really killed him. Mrs. Villenzy, the coincidences, they are too much. I have no choice but to treat this as a murder. Mrs. Villenzy, please come with me. The commander drags me by the arm out of the restaurant. I thought you loved me, Anders. I had dreams. You're very fine, Veronica Villenzy, but not fine enough to hang for. Just come with me. You'd better stay in your cabin until we dock. Oh. No. I didn't get away with it. And Sing Sing. Oh, Mrs. Villancy. That's me. Perhaps you've heard of me. It says Mrs. Villancy on the form. Welcome to America, Mrs. Villancy. Enjoy your stay. How long till I get out? I couldn't say, miss. In you go now.
Oh, bollocks.
Get the killer sent to prison. Aw, man. Socialite Veronica Villancy was dramatically arrested for the murder of her husband as the SS Hook put into harbor in Brooklyn. Mrs. Villancy will be a guest of the Sing Sing Correctional Facility in somewhat less comfort than the widow of a British aristocrat might be accustomed to. No freedom, no life insurance. Alright. Now we know what we gotta do. Ah! Can I get Anders on my side? I want that passkey! I want it! Good morning, Mrs. Villancy. Okay, I'll say, who's there? Steward, ma'am. What do you want? Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 and breakfast is still being served, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, steward. Very good, ma'am. All right, Veronica. 8 hours, then you're free. All right, I need to look around the cabin because I need to notice that I'm missing one of my earrings. Okay. All right, pocket the other one. All right, and then pick up the tablets. Pocket them. Leave. Okay. All right, I've got to get to breakfast. No, 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 no. Before breakfast, I've got to get my earring. I've got to get my earring. Okay. All right, we're going to do this right. Okay, make my way to the restaurant. It's perfectly normal morning. Ah! Hello again. Will your husband not be joining? He's gone to the smoking room. I was too hungry to wait. It smells so good. The finest English sausages, ma'am. Restaurant is about half full. First Officer Anders is the handsome and upstanding first officer. He seems to spend more time with the passengers than doing any officing. Sit with the commander. May I join you? I was hoping you would. How are you this morning? I'm very well. I always look forward to my time in Manhattan. Have you been before? Perhaps you could show me around. Meow. I would be delighted. Perhaps you could let me know the hotel where you'll be staying. I have the name in my cabin. Perhaps I could show you. Meow. Oh, why not? I'm finished eating. I'll go first. I'll follow shortly. I scruff the rest of my breakfast and rush out the door. Okay. Ah, what's his face is on the deck already? Pooh. Okay. Let's see if I can go. Make my way to the upper deck, but not quickly enough. My earring. No, it's not here. Ah, Mrs. Villancy. Drat, 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 drat. Okay. Reset to 8 a.m. Begin this day again from the beginning. Yes. We need to start over. I need that earring. Okay. Alright. Who's there? Da-da-da-da, steward, what do you want? Da-da-da-da-da-da, we're arriving. Okay, thank you, bye-bye. I wonder what happens if we say something in, like, the man voice. Alright, okay. Look around the cabin. Alright, so I need to take out my earring. Fix my face. Pocket the other one, okay. And I'm gonna grab the tablets. I don't know what I need the tablets for, but we're gonna grab them. Pocket them. Okay. The bed, maybe? I don't know if I need to smush around the bed. Scrumple the sheets. Stretch out. I've rumpled up the bed. Okay, good, good, good. All right. Get up. Leave. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the... Gosh, darn it! How does he get to the deck before me? Every time! How does he do this? Okay. We're starting over a freaking again. I don't have time for you! Who's there? Da 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 da. What do you want? La 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 la. Thank you. Alright, I better get moving. First. Oh, it was dark. Did I leave a trace? Go. Okay. Alright. Whew. Alright, let's get there. Quick, quick, quick. We'll be the first ones there. Hopefully no one else is there. Hopefully nobody else is there. We'll grab the earring and we'll go. Make my way quickly up to the upper deck. Blech, the deck. What's this? My earring! I must have dropped it. Yes! Someone might have found that. Okay, the rail. Lean out over the rail and stare down into the water below. My earring must have slipped out when Malcolm went over. Do I keep my earrings? Yeah, I can keep my earrings. That's fine. Oh, man, he's fast. Good morning, Mr. Carstairs. Taking the air. Have you seen my husband? No, gone for a stroll, has he? I haven't seen him since last night. How curious. Perhaps he's at breakfast. I'm sure we'll bump into him soon enough. Can't get far on a tug like this, eh? Lovely to see you as always. I'm going to take another turn, I think. Go below. Okay. As I leave the rail, I look up to see the bridge officer on duty looking back at me. Okay. Now, let's see. Where do we go next? Let's go back to our cabin. Let's go back to our cabin, check out our reflection, nab the sleeping pills. And check the jacket. Oh, has the maid not been here yet? Remove my earrings. Remove my earrings and put them safely in my pocket. The tablets, okay. Pocket them. The desk? Oh no, it's the dolphin thing. Okay, something else. Alright, leave. Okay. Where do we go? Okay, let's go up to the bridge. Let's go up to Anders on the bridge. Alright, when does the maid come to clean our room? Okay. Commander Anders is at the wheel. On a hook inside the bridge is a key with a bright red fob. Wave to Anders. Commander! Mrs. Villenzy, come in! The bridge is empty. There are a few officers about. Well enough. Oh yeah, we already did this part. The view is impressive. Do you know I was on watch last night? What did you see? Uh-huh. Mr. Anders, my friend. I feel I've known you a long time. Yes, yes. And we flirt, and... What's that key? The one with the red tag. That's my pass key. Why? Can I borrow it? No. It's more than my job is worth to give it to a passenger, even one as charming as you. Anders pats his trouser pocket. Which pocket was that? This one? Eee! No! Not that one, Mrs. Villenzy. But there's something in here. Well, yes, there is. Maybe this one then? Please, Mrs. Villenzy, I'm trying to steer a boat. I take very good care of it, I promise. I'll be quite safe in my hands. Please stop tugging at it, Mrs. Villenzy. It's attached to the key, I mean. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Just slip it to me. I promise I'll be good. Anders quickly looks around and passes the key into my hand. Here, now leave me alone. You're quite formidable. I enjoyed it too. I slipped the passkey into my pocket with satisfaction. Mrs. Villenzy, I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. At about past, I could be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in. I'll see you there. Till 11:30 then. Good day, Mrs. Villenzy. Go back down. Okay, we have the passkey. Ooh, ooh. Make my way back down the ladder. Didn't get Anders on my side? Come on. Alright, where's Mrs... Aha! Lady H! Let's go talk to her now that we didn't make her not our friend. I clamber down to the upper deck. I'm standing by the rails. Lady H swans by. Ah, Veronica, dear, are you quite well? You look awful. Yeah, this is what I don't say. My husband is missing, Lady Honoria. I haven't seen him since last night. Really? Husbands are terribly unreliable, worse than motor cars, and yet you still have to crank them. Have you seen him? Me? No, I don't have him squirreled away in my cabin, my dear. We missed you at breakfast, dear. Everyone was very worried. Worried why? Clarissa Turpentine was an absolute flood of tears. She looked like a leaking cistern. We thought you might be able to talk some sense into her. I should go and see her. If you think you can help. Honestly, I think that girl needs a good seeing to, by a therapist, I mean. Toodles! Oh, look! Up there on the bridge. Isn't that the commander? You mean Anders? Oh, you are playing it cool, aren't you? Hello! Oh, I do believe he's waving at us. She treats him to a wave of her handkerchief, then turns to smile at me. You rather like him, don't you, dear? He's very dashing. Oh, indeed. Quite a favorite of mine, but you know, dear. Not all that glitters is gold, as they say. You don't trust him? Oh, I would trust him. Maybe not to sail a boat, though. What does that mean? Our beloved commander, my dear, he has a secret. You're quite the detective, aren't you? Me? No, not at all. I'm just interested in people, really. People are fascinating things, always hiding things, always. Mark my words, dear. No one is ever being straight with you. Not ever. She pulls a string of rosary beads from her pocket as she strides away. Go below. Okay. Is the maid at our cabin now? Let's see. Oh, and we need to make sure to meet Anders at our room at 11:30. Well, where is the maid that finds his coat? Alright, let's go to the smoking room first. Uh-oh, we need to hurry up. Okay. Smoking room is a stuffy place. Malcolm's jacket is hung over the back of one of the chairs. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous mustache. Carson is here too. Good day to you. He salutes. Yep. We met him. Please, I need your help. Let's say I've not seen my husband this morning. Is that so? And we'll be arriving soon. There's only one way off the boat. I'm sure your husband will turn up. No, your husband, of course. Okay, I'll stop talking to you. Very good, then. Yes, ma'am. Should we check out the jacket? Malcolm's jacket. My husband's jacket. I'll have one of the stewards run it back to your cabin. Thank you. Okay. The little man appears and takes the jacket away. Okay. I'll be going now. Man, what if we need to grab the earring and then run down and grab the jacket, too? Okay, let's go to our cabin. Oh, we'll be there at 11:28. Perfect! Someone has dropped Malcolm's jacket outside the door to my room. I take it inside and hang it over a chair. There's a knock at the door. Mrs. Villanzy, it's Anders. Come in. You've got a key. Another one. You must do. So use it. I do. He tosses his passkey onto the desk. Close the door. Of course. You wanted to see me? Here I am. Magnificent, ma'am. And may I ask, did you want to see me? Kiss me, Anders. Yes, ma'am. Anders tosses me onto the bed and starts undue my buttons. Oh, my. It's like standing on the shoreline when a wave comes crashing in. At first, there's nothing but the impact. But then there's the undertow. Uh-oh, dragging you forward, pulling you under. Then he puts his hat back on. I'll see you again, I hope. Count on it. He smiles. He gets to his feet and heads into the bathroom to wash his face. His passkey is still on the desk by the awful dolphin. Tidy my hair? I set up and begin to fix my hair clips. It's amazing how many I use each day and how far they can travel. I can hear the water running in the bathroom. Get up out of bed. I would get up, but the fact is I can't move. I've been pinned like a butterfly to a board. Get up out of bed. All right, now I'm ready. Anders returns. You look perfect, dear. Good show. He picks up his key from the desk, salutes, and out he goes. Establish relations with an officer. Giggle. How naughty, though. How naughty. All right, Veronica, time to get up. Look in jacket pockets. Wallet, cabin key. Okay, take Malcolm's wallet. That's all our traveling money. All right, do we do the key thing? I don't need... That's that. Okay, I don't need the key. Well, maybe I should grab the... I was thinking I should grab the dolphin and maybe I can, like, bludgeon her with it or something, but I don't know about that. Because don't you just throw his... Because you just throw his clothes out the window. You don't actually take the dolphin thing. Can I put some sleeping tablets in something of hers? I wonder. It should be a quiet place to think now that the breakfast rush is over. Okay, yeah, let's try to go there. I want her to get out of her room so I can go into her room and steal things. Let's see. Lady H is sitting by herself at one of the tables. May I join you, Lady H? Of course, dear. A drink? Thank you. Steward, 2 martinis, please. Make mine filthy. Yes, ma'am. Wait for my drink. I drum my fingers on the tabletop. Lady H raises an eyebrow. I stop. Here you are, ma'am, just as you like it. Sorted. Thank you so much. Ooh, palm a sleeping pill? Under the table, I get a tablet out and hold it neatly in my palm. Slip the tablet into her drink? I can't alter her drink when she's looking right at me. Here you are, Mrs. Villensey, straight up with a twist. Cheers. Your very good health. I take a sip and Lady H sips hers. Chin chin. Are you married? No, not anymore, but I rather liked it when I was. Aw. Lady H sniffs and looks away. Slip the tablet into my own drink and stir it in. Lady H treats me into a winning smile. Do you have any children, Lady H? Do you know, my dear, but I never did. I meant to, but somehow the moment never arose, and then, of course, it was too late. Lady H smiles thinly and digs through her bag. Swap drinks! But if I'd had a child, I would have called it Marmaduke. Marmalade duck for cuddles. What? Lady H returns her attention to me. Well, bottoms up! We clink our glasses and sip. Cheers! Ugh, I rather think this might be yours, dear. She spits her mouthful delicately into her handkerchief and swaps the drinks back around. Drink up. Leave. Goodbye, Lady H. You're not finishing your drink? I really don't blame you. Goodbye, Mrs. Villensey. I don't know why we wanted to drug her, but... Okay, can we get into Clarissa's cabin? Down to the major. Okay. Sobbing. Clarissa's door. Knock on Clarissa's door. Go away. Yep. Clarissa, let me in. Oh, I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know. Clarissa, have you seen Malcolm? Where is he? You don't know? You really don't know? What did you see? Please tell me. Go away. Do you know where he is? He's dead. You must know that. Go away. Leave me alone, you monster. You harpy. Can she know? How much did she see? Knock again. Get out of your room so I can search your room, Clarissa. Meet me on the upper deck. Why? Do it for Malcolm. Trust me. I hate you. Duck out of sight. Okay, we're behind the potted plant. Clarissa steps out. Hurries up the passageway. She's gone. Use the passkey. Here we go again. I slip inside and close the door behind me. The desk. Handwritten sheets. Read one. Poetry. Take one. This one. Will you take my life? Will you take my heart? Will you take each last piece of me, piece by piece apart? And the inks run from a teardrop. Look somewhere else. Okay. The nightstand. Book and an eye mask. Put sleeping pills on nightstand. Let's tear my name from the label and leave these here. Leave Malcolm's wallet here. What's this? The love poem, the passkey, the pair of diamond earrings. The book. What are you reading? One of Malcolm's nasty little bookses. Do we pocket it or do we leave it? I think leaving it. I think the more of Malcolm's stuff we can leave there, the more incriminating it is. Okay, so let's go. Alright, she's waiting for us up there, so let's go up there. And perhaps we can push her overboard. Let's see. I go back up the upper rail, and there she is. Well, you wanted to talk to me? Out with it! Show love poem to Carissa. I want to show you something. What? Where did you get this? He gave it to me. What? Right before he jumped. He jumped? Because of me? Because of you. He was so guilty over what he'd done. No, I knew deep down, but oh no, it's my fault. That's why I saw him fall, because I was the one who pushed him to it. You've been a fool. I see that now, but it's too late, isn't it? With that, Clarissa runs away, sobbing out her little heart. We silenced her! Ha 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 ha! Okay. Oh, wait. Go below. Okay. Now. What's the deal with the sinking ship? Okay. We're gonna knock. Kevin and more or less herself in a separate part. Presumably no one sees her. Yes, knock. Lady H? I think she's asleep. Use the passkey, maybe? The door opens easily. Inside of Lady Armstrong cabin is tastefully arranged. She has her little medicines, a stack of books, a glass to put her teeth in. She's asleep on the bed. The drawers. Drawers contain a few personal things. The books. Middle of 3 different books. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Yep. Replace the book? Yeah, I don't need any of this. Lady Armstrong, sleeping lightly. Hork show. She's missed her pillow completely. Leave her be. Alright, let's see. I feel like we're gonna get called into the restaurant now. I don't know what to do about the whole, like, sinking ship thing. Playing cards. Carstairs is 2. Is at the time. Mr. Villanzy is late. I will ask the porter if anyone's seen him. The major goes out. A few minutes later, he returns, looking very grave indeed. Please, Mrs. Villanzy, Mr. Carstairs, please follow me to the restaurant. I am assembling everyone from first class. What's the problem? Please, after you. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It is most unusual, but I believe something unusual has indeed occurred. Mrs. Villanzy, where exactly is your husband? It's true. He's gone. He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick. It is true, I think. The maid told me the bed it had not been slept in. It was my fault. I killed him. I killed him. Say nothing. Miss Turpentine, are you quite all right? No, I'm not. I'll never be all right again. I think I need to sit down. I noticed something when I was bringing Miss Turpentine from her cabin. I found this. What? This is your husband's wallet, Mrs. Villanzy. It is. I bought it for him, for Christmas. He must have left it there after we were together. Miss Turpentine, really? I won't lie, it's the truth. We loved each other. There, I said it. I also found these. Barbiturates, sleeping tablets, extremely strong. They're usually prescribed for neurotics. I've never seen those before, but I'll need them. It seems we have no mystery at all. Miss Turpentine, what happened? It's very simple. He loved me, and I killed him. You are certain of this? No one is coercing you, young lady. Say nothing. I'm absolutely sure. This way, please, Miss Turpentine. That poor girl. She's heartbroken. A most curious affair indeed. Oh, did I just get away with it? Bar of the Hotel Partington. What'll you have, Miss Amersham? Something strong and smooth. Oh, I have just the thing. I must say, you did that very well. A full confession. Miraculous. It's not the only thing I do well. Oh, I know. You're terribly versatile, my dear. Your drink, miss. Miss... I don't think it'll last somehow. Here's to life insurance money and charm. It's a lovely package. I'm a very lucky girl. I'm glad you think so. Full steam ahead. Deluxe suite in the Hotel Partington. I wake to the sound of an envelope sliding under my door. Anders is still snoring. Veronica, I saw what you did. And that money you'll be getting? Look at the writing. It's a tidy hand, mean, calculated, practiced. Read on. You're going to be sending some of that money my way. Give lovely Mr. Anders my very best. Toodles! It's Mrs. What's-Her-Face! Make a killing! Socialite Veronica Villancy was dramatically widowed at sea when husband was murdered by lover Clarissa Turpentine, who confessed to the crime shortly afterwards. Mrs. Villancy is reportedly now a very wealthy woman thanks to a generous life insurance policy and has already been seen in the company of a new man. It's estimated to now be worth in excess of $40,000. But I had loose ends! Come on! I was so close! Alright, well, I'm gonna call it there. I actually got two. There were only two, and now there's a third. So I got the two that I was going for. I got freedom, and I got the life insurance. Next time, I'll get the no loose ends. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll do... I'll just sink the entire ship, is what I'm gonna do, and then it'll be fine. But I really appreciate everybody who watched. This is really cute, and maybe on my own time, I'll see if I can completely get like the best possible ending or something. Or maybe I'll record it later on and post it, but... Thank you for watching, and if you have any other game recommendations, I'd love to hear about them. You can post them in the comments. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. Bye!